Hey, good morning, Gib Pioneers. This is Miss Gómez, and I'm here with another read aloud. But I'm a little bit sad because Mrs. Saldana beat me to it. She already recorded her dogs, Mia and Kona, but that's okay. I still want to introduce them in my video. So I'm going to bring Mia and Kona, and I'm going to show you a couple of their awesome tricks that they've learned to do with Mrs. Saldana. And if you watch my next video, I actually have another surprise guest. What? You're meeting Mia and Kona today, and there's still one more surprise? I wonder what that surprise is or who that surprise is. If you want to make a guess, comment below and make your guess and see if anyone can figure out who that other surprise guest is. All right, let's go ahead and meet Mia and Kona. So one of their favorite things to do is play fetch, but only Kona will fetch and Mia will just wait for her to come back, and then she takes the toy out of her mouth. So we'll play fetch for a couple of seconds, and then we'll start our book, the book that Mia and Kona chose together. All right, so the book that Mia and Kona chose is Tractors. What? I have a student, well actually I think I have a couple of students in my classroom who love tractors. And I actually got this book out of one of my students' cubbies, so I know they checked this book out and they were really excited to read it. So I'm gonna read it today. We're gonna read Tractors. Tractors by Peter Brady. If you are looking for something in particular in your book, you would go to the table of contents and it'll show you what page you can go to find that particular thing. Right now, we're going to focus on words to know, and if you track with me, it's on page 23. So whenever we see a bold word when we are reading and we don't know what it means, we can go on page 23 and find the definition together. Farmers use tractors. Farmers use tractors to plant crops. They use them to take care of the crops while they are growing. Tractors are used for many chores around the farm, too. Page 23, Words to Know, tells us that chores means the many small tasks a farmer does. The cab. Many tractors have a cab. A cab covers a driver's seat. A cab has a heater for cold weather. It has an air conditioner for hot weather. The tires. Tractor tires have deep grooves called lugs. Lugs help tires go through mud and water without getting stuck. Some tractors have duals for even more grip. Page 23, Words to Know, tells us that duals mean two rear tires on each side of a tractor. The engine. Tractor engines are powerful, but they are not fast. They do not use much fuel. Farmers keep track of an engine's hours rather than its miles. The power takeoff. Some equipment needs to get power from the tractor. Farmers hook this equipment to the power takeoff. The power takeoff is a metal pole that gets power from the tractor's engine. Breaking up the soil. Farmers use tractors to pull plows and harrows. The plow breaks the ground into chunks. The harrow breaks those chunks into smaller ones. These tools make the soil ready for planting. Planting and cultivating. Tractors pull planters and cultivators. The planter puts crop seeds into the ground. After the crops start to grow, the cultivator digs up weeds that grow between the rows. Spreaders and sprayers. Tractors pull manure spreaders that fertilize the ground. The spreaders are hooked up to the power takeoff. Sprayers spray pesticides to kill insects and diseases. Spreaders and sprayers attach to the tractor rather than being pulled by it. I see some bold-faced words. That means we have to go to page 23 and find the definitions. Manure is animal waste that fertilizes soil. And fertilize means putting things in the soil to make it better for growing. And pesticides are chemicals used to kill insects or weeds. Other equipment. Tractors pull mowers that cut hay and straw. They pull swath turners that turn over hay and straw so it dries. After the hay and straw dries, tractors pull balers that wrap the hay and straw into bundles called bales. Hands-on! Plant your own crops. Fill a cake pan with soil from your backyard. Dark soil works best. You can also buy soil from a plant store. Use a fork to plow and harrow the soil. Breaking up the soil makes it ready for planting seeds. Plant bean seeds in rows about 1 inch, about 2.5 centimeters apart. Put the pan where it will get plenty of sunlight. Keep the pan at room temperature. Give your crops about half a glass of water once a day. You have done the work of a tractor. Watch your crops grow. Now look at all the words we now know. We know chores, duels, fertilize, manure, and pesticides. All right, that was the end of the book, and I think Kona really enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? I think she enjoyed it, and I see Mia's tail wagging back there, so I think she really enjoyed it too. If you learned something new, go ahead and comment below and tell me what's one new thing that you learned today after reading this book about tractors. Now, I know a lot of my students are actually at home working either with a parent or a grandparent or any family member or friend. They're working on a farm right now, and I know some of my students have actually taught me some things about farming, and I have students who are experts about tractors. They can tell me all about tractors. So maybe instead you can comment below and tell me something you already knew or something that was not mentioned in the book that you'd like to share with Miss Gómez or any of our other listeners. So thank you so much for reading this book with me. I can't wait to read the next book with you because I have another surprise guest that is so excited to meet you guys. So thank you so much for reading with me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.